Well, we're at the championship, South Padre Island, ESPN Oberto Redfish Cup Championship, and we are excited.
We're fishing against 100 of the best teams in the United States, the best redfish teams.
Franklin! You got some of the best fishermen in the Gulf states.
Right.
We've got the fish out there to win this thing if we can get them to bite. Right. We're going to go out and we're going to fish the very best game we can fish, bar none.
God dang it!
The three top teams there, it can go either way far as their fishability, luck, draws, but the Bartons are fishing their home water.
Yeah, this is where I grew up, so these are my waters. I know them real well. They're out there, we'll get them.
And if we do happen to get lucky today and get that cup, boy, that's a Super Bowl for us.
In our sport, it's a Super Bowl. And we're here at the Super Bowl, and we're going to take every chance, every risk, and try to come in with the biggest weight.
I got to go now.
Go when you get it!
You guys get ready.
Sweet! Yes, baby, yes! They're showing up!
There's one.
Oh my God!
Ah, we got it! Oh, look at
Well, you started off one of 100 or so teams several months ago, launching your boat into the waters of Mobile Bay, and if you've made it this far, then you're one of the best redfish anglers in the world. The Oberto Redfish Cup Championship. We are here in South Padre Island, Texas. 40 two-man teams have qualified to be here from 4 tour events around the entire Gulf Coast, and they're gathered here today in South Padre to see who can catch the heaviest redfish over 3 days, get their name etched on the Redfish Cup. 2 prizes awarded here, of course, the championship and the Team of the Year race, the Oberto Team of the Year race, showing the most consistent team. So much action today, we're about ready to jump right into it. Day 1, follow the top teams. They're looking to catch a 2 redfish limit today. You can cull or upgrade by catching heavier fish. The #1 qualifying team, the leaders in points coming into here, but they're set to take off first, but right off the bat, they're pulling up the rear.
Well, we've had a little mechanical malfunction this morning, so instead of starting first, like we had planned and hoped to, we're starting dead last. Our jack plate has failed us. We're gonna go ahead and go out, fish. Hey, well, you got a rod?
Yeah.
We got lunches, we got rod, we're good. I was trying to show off the lucky boxers for today. That's today's color. They're trying to beat us. We'd have beat them to that spot because we were 5 boats ahead of them.
We're to Jack Barton and Charlie Barton, local favorites.
Man, there's some bait in here.
Tons of bait right there. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Jack and Charlie from right here in the South Padre area, being a local favorite, having local knowledge, a very, very powerful thing. The Redfish Cup has never been to South Padre before. A lot of unknown elements down here.
God, dog, the bait's going crazy up there.
Huh?
The bait's going crazy right in front of where they're fishing.
Got him?
Small.
You got him?
Yeah, it's small.
Okay, I'm gonna keep fishing. The
Go
net's
ahead.
right by you.
All right, this is the time we asked our analyst, Mike Tyndall, just exactly what's going on here.
Well, Tommy, this is a big, huge sand flat, and they just run the boat, and they saw the bait and shut it down and started casting because they knew those redfish are going to stay close behind the bait. And they got on a little ledge there and threw off the ledge and were dragging those baits back up the side and got a pretty nice fish here to get started. You always hope to get a big one right off the bat.
23 and a bit. 23, almost a half.
You want to weigh him? The scale's right there on top.
Nah, we'll get a bigger one.
They caught their fish throwing out, okay? The fish they just caught, the Barton,
Yeah.
they caught it throwing out. Just to tell you.
Finally, we're underway. This is the one we've been waiting for. Somebody is going to win that cup today. Glad you're with us for the season championship, the one we have been looking forward to in the Oberto Redfish Cup. I'm Tommy Sanders. Happy to welcome our analyst once again, back by popular demand, Mr. Mike Tyndall. Mike, great to have you here again.
Thank you, Tommy. All my friends told me not to quit my day job, though. So.
You did a great job. They've been asking for you back, and we're glad to have you back. We've got a lot to look forward to today. We've all been looking forward to this one in a brand new place. We've never been here before, South Padre Island. What's special about this place?
It's a huge sand flat. I mean big, with an intercoastal waterway running down through it, Tommy, and it's real difficult to stay on the fish.
All right, and the wind blows like heck all day long, right?
Every day it blows.
Plenty of challenges for these guys. We've got two great stories working here. Number one, this is their biggest payday of the year. This tournament right here, $50,000 to the winning team. But possibly more important, in fact, it is more important to these guys, is the Oh Boy Oberto Team of the Year prize. Why is that more important, even though the money's less?
It just shows how consistent you are during the year. You know, it's like NASCAR. You got to build up your points. And at the end of the year, you're the points leader, so you win Team of the Year, and that's a great accomplishment.
Bragging rights very important in the sport.
It is.
It certainly is. Well, we got a lot to look forward to today. Take a look at this list of competitors, Mike Tyndall, and tell us who's the favorite as we start this game.
It has to be Tommy the Barton brothers, because they're at home, you got wind, and you got a huge area, and the fish are moving on us. So they know more than we know.
All right, he's looking for the home favorites. We got a lot of favorites out there today. You might say some of the favorites coming in, the leaders in that Oh Boy Oberto Team of the Year points race. That's going to be Blaine FRIERMOOD and Jim Franklin. We'll go back out to them right now.
I got a red, Blaine.
Okay.
Power pole down.
I'm down. Attaboy.
Oh! Crap! Crap! God dang it!
How big was he?
You don't want to know.
Oh, I don't want to know. You got me upset.
You ought to be upset. You ought to be mad as hell at me.
Hey, there's millions of them out here. Just catch one.
Early in the game, late in the game, it's never a good time to lose a good fish. Any mistakes, though, in this championship round can prove very costly, and Blaine FRIERMOOD there trying to keep Jim Franklin's attitude up just a bit. A team that knows that better than anyone are Greg and Brian Watts, our very first Redfish Cup champions from back in 2003.
Does he cut you in? Oh, the trout. That's a little red come out of this hole right here, Brian. Oh, what did you do? Get out of that grass.
Let me get the net for you.
Hey, you just sit still. I'll be okay.
You want me to get the net?
You hear all that grass come off of there? I'll get it. I'll move it. I'll do it all. I know it's a championship, man. And things are tough.
Oh, damn. He's a pretty good fish. Why didn't you say something?
I'll get it. All year long. You know, I really thank God this is the last tournament. I get 3.5 months. And all he's worried about is working on a damn airboat at home. And eating. There's nothing to him, but he will cull one.
Get out of the way, crybaby.
You know, we're not going to end up keeping them anyway. Just look at the biggest two and put them in there. These are not worthy of the next two quality scale. Thank you, Greg. Good job. Thank you, Greg. Good net job.
Hey, you caught one fish all morning and you want to attaboy. You're the biggest whiner. Come on, man.
God, it's the championship.
Mike Tyndall, Jim Franklin.
Not like any other old off the wall. Here we go. Put
all
together,
wine.
Hey,
Wine.
Put together.
All of y'all wine.
Oh, season's worth of frustrations. It all comes pouring out when you get to the championship. That's what makes it good. We've got so much action ahead. Days 2 and 3 still to come. Here, it's never over till it's over. There will be some twists you won't believe. When you think you're up, you could be out. Don't go away.
The Oh Boy Oberto Redfish Cup is presented by Frog Toggs, keeping the world cool and dry since 1996. And brought to you by Mercury Marine, #1 on the water. And powered by Oh Boy Oberto Beef Jerky. Taste what's real, it better be Oberto.
The Oh Boy Oberto Redfish Cup, this is our premier event of the year. The season-ending championship. We're down here in South Padre Island, Texas, the top 40 teams in the world trying to catch 2 redfish on each of these 3 days of tournament fishing. As we start day 2 with a wind blowing a little more persistently at the start of today, only the top 5 teams will survive to day 3. That's tomorrow. So today, it's make or break time. One team, Greg and Keith Hartzell, well, they've been up and down through the course of this season. Before our last event, they were on top of the Team of the Year standings. Then they fell out. Then on day 1 of this championship tournament, they went back up to the top again. We'll see if they can keep that up today.
26. All right, here we go. Feeling pretty good. We just got to go out and catch 2 good fish, and hopefully we can take first place. A little concerned about the wind. The wind's kind of strong today, so it might be a little harder for us to see our fish, but we'll see when we get out there. We're sitting in number 2 right now, right behind Barton Brothers. Well, I think we're about 10 points behind, so we need to get them by another 4 places today to pull in front. I'm hoping that water I poured in the Barton's gas tank is going to kick in here in a second. What we're doing, we're on about 3 foot of water, grass bottom, chunking spoons until we can start seeing them. We're just blind casting is what we call this. That's what most of these boats are having to do. They don't have the height for the sight fishing, so 2 good fish will do it.
Mike Tindall, the wind has changed some game plans today, right? Especially with regard to these sight fishing anglers.
Yeah, Tommy, what it does is put a little ripple on the water and you can't see. So what they're doing is blind casting until the sun gets up, and then you've got one of the Hartzell boys up in the tower, and he can see down, but the wind also blows that boat on top of the fish a lot quicker. So they're using a drift stop to slow them down in the wind.
We never talk about this much, but boat control in red fishing is just as important as it is in any other type of fishing, right?
It's the main thing.
Hey, I need a 4-inch gulp. Look at my hook. Keep it. Here, I got another one. We need fish about twice the size of that one.
Over quickly to FRIERMOOD and Franklin, 2 anglers throwing 2 different lures. What's the strategy here?
Tommy, these Texas fish love these top waters, but the other angler needs to have a spoon or a plastic ready, because the fish will come hump up behind the bait and won't take the top water. And then you can pitch in behind it and catch him on the other lure.
Oh, there he is. There he is, baby.
Oh, he's still on there. He's still on there.
Yes, sir.
Way to go, Jim. Very good.
Mike, it's fun to watch these redfish whack a topwater lure. I know you fish buzz baits down there. That had to be a lot of fun as well. But that would be unthinkable at our last stop in Clearwater, Florida. It really is a different personality to fish down here, right?
These fish are real aggressive fish, and when they see something come by on top, they go after it. Clearwater, those things run to Miami when they see a buzz bait.
You got to have all kinds of skills to deal with all kinds of fish to be a team of the year in this game, right?
And you better be able to change every day, not every week, every day.
Coming to you. Yeah! Hey,
that's a 6-pounder. That's a 6-pounder, baby.
That's bigger than. Hey. We'll catch another
live
fish.
well is full. Hang on.
Hey, did I tell you chartreuse bait was gonna catch me?
Oh, you're so smart.
Shit. Blaine, you ain't gonna believe it. 27 3/4 inches.
That's a 7-pounder.
I knew they were here. I knew they were here. Hey, you better give
You're
it
the man.
to me.
You're the man.
If I catch another one, you giving it to me? God, dog. Blaine, we just have to catch one more of those. Barton Brothers, look out, baby. We're coming. You're in first. That's what we want, first.
Jim Franklin, Blaine FRIERMOOD. They came into this event with the points lead, but after the first day of fishing, they fell back in the pack. Have they righted the ship? Can they engineer a giant turnaround and get into those final 5 teams who are going to fish for the championship? We'll complete this day 2 of fishing, the final shot at a chance at the cup. When we come back, lots of twists and turns are on the way.
What an idiot!
We're back in South Padre Island, Texas. The wind blows a little harder with each passing hour. This is our season-ending championship here. 40 teams out there fighting to be among the final 5 who'll fish for the cup on the last day. Here's one of the teams definitely in the hunt. The Bartons from right here in this area, the hometown favorites. They are making a play to make a grab at the cup. But also on their heels, our Team of the Year leaders coming into this tournament, Franklin and FRIERMOOD. It's going to be a big contest between these two as this day 2 of fishing comes to an end.
When y'all have the redfish great angler debate one of these days, just remember, I'm better than him.
You're better than me?
I look better.
You look better?
I look better doing it.
You're sloppy. You cast weird. You can't cast all ways. You can only cast that sidearm.
Hey, but I can cook.
Yeah, and I can cook too.
Oh, cook. I just dropped it in the grass. And he, got it.
What an idiot!
Crap!
You're going nuts over a 3-pounder. Come on, give me a break.
That fish was way bigger than 3 pounds.
Jim, we gotta get
there you go, right there.
We gotta get your eyes checked, okay? I'm sure they got a place here in Padre Island that can check your eyes.
I want to catch every one of them. I don't want to lose any of them.
It don't matter if it's a 1-pounder or 10-pounder. You like it, don't you?
I love it, man.
Man.
If you could make it to the finals based on entertainment points, on your wealth of comic material, those guys are in, Franklin and FRIERMOOD. If you base it on local knowledge, well, it'd have to be these guys, Charlie and Jack Barton. But they're struggling, they're falling behind, and they need to make a move.
That's a good one.
Okay, I'm with you. I got the motor, I got the power pole down.
Good enough for a start. They are biting weird. Well, he's not that good. He's a keeper, though. We'll put him in. Get him.
The pole, the net broke. Look.
Come over here.
Oh, it's broke, Jack. We don't have no net. We don't have no net. Hang on, I have no net.
Use 2 hands.
Yeah. Well, bring him to me, brother.
Y'all see him trying to throw my fish off there?
With what net? Look at this action.
Hurry up. Oh, man.
All right, Mike Tinley, you ever been in that situation?
That's the kind of thing that can lose a tournament right there. That's 39 points between the leaders if you lost a big fish right there.
So that was some nervous laughter right there. That was a serious situation.
You see the duct tape coming out.
You never leave the dock without a roll of duct tape in the boat, right?
Right.
You got to be able to think on your feet. You have to have a little know-how, a little mechanical skill to make all the parts work in one of these tournaments.
There he is.
Oh, baby. Get him, Blaine.
Little. It's a keeper probably, but not much.
Well, keeper.
Franklin and FRIERMOOD, they started back in the pack after day 1. What are they doing right today, Mike Tyndall?
Tommy, this wind's blowing, and they know where the water's going to stay clear. Some of this water's getting muddy right now as we speak, so they know where the clear pockets are, and they're targeting those areas, and they're fishing real hard.
I don't think so.
Hey. Ow. Are you close to 5?
Okay.
He look kind of,
He looks little compared to yours.
Yeah, he does look little compared to mine. Oh, yeah, baby. Hey, get you a friend in there.
When we come back, we find out everything. It gets serious. Which teams will make the cut to the final 5? This is what they've been shooting for all year long. And is the Team of the Year race decided? Stick around.
Where does this put us for Team of the Year? It puts you, look at that right here, it puts you firmly in the race.
We'll bring him to the scale and let the numbers tell the tale when we return to South Padre.
Welcome back. It's the Oberto Redfish Cup Championship. We're in South Padre Island, Texas. It's the end of day 2, and we're cutting to the top 5 teams that will fish the final day to see who wins the championship. Team Franklin and FRIERMOOD, they came into day 2 in 18th place and have made a big jump to make the cut to the top 5 teams.
New boots, and all those two guys know how to play to a crowd. FRIERMOOD and Franklin pulling off the big come from behind. That's the kind of entertainment the crowd likes. These guys are good, right?
They are good. Don't let that Laurel and Hardy routine fool you, Tommy. Those guys know how to fish.
They spend the whole day needling each other, making jokes. Is that really a way of dealing with the pressure of being in a situation like this?
Yeah, I think it's really a stress release for them, and they keep it up all day long.
All right, well, let's take a look at the rest of these 4 teams that have qualified to shoot for the Cup on the final day. We got 3 Texas teams, including FRIERMOOD and Franklin. John Loring and James Trimble are in. John Weaver and Mike SYDOW. And 2 Florida teams in there. Chuck and C.J. Howard, and plus Dennis Martin and Ken Chambers. Chuck and C.J. Howard looking to be the first team ever to win 2 in a row on the Oberto Redfish Cup. And, of course, the team of Price and Tyndall, your team, congratulations on making the championships. Where did you guys end up?
Yeah, 20th, about like kissing your sister.
You don't really count it unless it's top 5.
Top 5 are out.
Well, good job anyway. Now that we got our final 5 set, let's re-handicap them. Who do you like now?
Franklin and FRIERMOOD, because they're in Texas and they're from Texas, they fish down there. But I think Chuck and C.J. Howard could be sneakers.
All right, we'll be watching them. We're ready to get out on the water and get this final day underway. Let's look.
I think we got the team of the year wrapped up.
Let's win this
All we got to
deal.
do now is win
Get
this.
this little baby thing going. Woo! No!
I'm going to get him on camera kissing him yet.
Okay, guys, here we
That's
go.
what we've been waiting for.
We're underway, and now it's just 5 teams, 8 hours of fishing, and the 2 largest keeper fish will win it all. Underway on the final day. 5 teams fishing against each other, surely, but their problem solving has to do with this fishery. Tell us about it.
This is a big bowl, like I said, Tommy. It's a huge sand flat. 3 of the teams are going to concentrate on the depressions, the grass, and the little drop-offs in that sand flat in the clear water. One of the teams is going to run in on the bank and probably look for fish to move and then cast to them. And then our last team is going to make that long, huge run up to the land cut, and they're going to troll along with the trolling motor in the land cut, look for the fish, and just pitch to them.
Making a long run like that, are they pretty much locked into that spot for all day long?
Yes, with the time frame, you've got to go there and just come back.
All right, let's take a look at our Frog Togs weather report. A high today of 87 degrees, but the winds 10 to 15 miles an hour, gusting to 20 miles an hour. As you look at these fishing spots, which team is going to be most affected by wind?
The 3 teams out in the open, Tommy, are going to be the ones that can get blown out. The guys in the land cut are protected. They're in between in the land.
All right, Blaine FRIERMOOD, Jim Franklin. We look at them first, trying to hang on to Team of the Year and win this thing.
And we found these fish 5 days ago. We left them alone. Just hoped they'd be here. We're looking for an early morning topwater bite. Hope to get one or two fish on the topwater. Hey.
That was a big fish. That was like a
$1 on the first fish.
$1?
That's the way you drain the pressure out of the situation. You turn your biggest moment in professional red fishing into a personal $1 bet for first fish.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah. Here we go. Atta boy.
We got it started. 5-pounder.
Yep.
God, look how fat he is.
I know it. Atta boy.
Leave it up and let's watch him make sure he stays up. That goat is the bomb.
Over to John Weaver and Mike SYDOW now. They led this event the first day, over 14 pounds of redfish.
Tommy, these guys have a little pattern figured out up close to this bank, and what they're doing is watching these fish move and then casting to them. All they can hope is those fish don't move off on them.
Tell me something.
Talk to me, talk to me. Got it. Gone?
He's gone.
There we go. ESPN minute.
He just picked it up and was running at me. I couldn't catch up.
I don't think we've missed a fish in 3 days out here. But it happens.
Not the way to start things out on championship day. The good news is there's more fishing time ahead. Coming up, our day 2 leaders, Loring and Trimble, going to make their move and try to make things tough on this field. Don't go away.
Put them in there. Good job, baby. Good start. Good one.
The Oh Boy Oberto Redfish Cup is brought to you by MotorGuide. Never stop. Lowrance, we lead, we find, you win. And Berkeley, the edge you need for fishing in the zone.
Final day of the fishing season for the anglers of the Oh Boy Oberto Redfish Cup. This is the season-ending championship, and we're down to the final day. From this whole season, there are now 5 2-angler teams remaining. The team who catches 2 redfish that weigh the most today will win the Redfish Cup. In the lead, Blaine FRIERMOOD and Jim Franklin. But now out to CJ and Chuck Howard. They've got a fish in the boat, and that's a big start on this special day.
Just out here and watch those guys. 3 days now. Stand on top of their platform, mile high, and just wait till they saw the fish. Now, that was incredible. Us, we're throwing in and chunking. Throwing in more like throwing in praying. Waiting for that fish to hit.
Only cranking.
Throwing in and cranking.
Chuck and CJ Howard won the last event down in Clearwater, Florida, just beating out FRIERMOOD and Franklin. Less than a pound. Here those teams are again squaring off against each other. You heard them say they're not side casting. They're not looking at anything. They may be blind casting, but they've got a definite target in mind, right?
See how clear that water is, Tommy? You can see those sand holes out 30 or 40 yards, and those spoons, you can cast them a long way. So you can cast, work those sand holes, and their pattern is keep the bait in the water because you're going to catch some fish that you don't see.
That's a lot more fun than just sitting and looking and not seeing fish, right?
Absolutely.
3 inches. Get that monkey off her back. Start the day.
From the Howards, let's go to our other Florida team in this 5-team final. Martin and Chambers from the west coast of Florida. 15 pounds on day 2 of this competition. That's what put them in the finals here today. They say they've been catching 30 to 40 fish a day, and most of them keepers, but today they're only getting little redfish. Why does that happen? You say it's hard to stay with these fish in this fishery.
These fish are moving, Tommy. That wind's blowing, the bait's moving, and you know, it's just not the same every day. It's a different place every time you go out there, and you better figure it out or you're going to get skunked.
Well, you either have to figure it out or you have to have a plan B, a contingency plan. What do these guys need to do when they see that their fish are not going to make the size they're looking for?
I'd say they need to go to deeper water because that's what happened to us. The fish were up shallow and then they moved deeper when the pressure got on.
Friggin' same thing. I don't know, it might be a miracle 20-incher. Back to the grind. They say insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. So we must be insane, I guess, to think these are going to get bigger. I don't know. 2 straight days of it. Worked good. Not today. Not yet.
Well, as we mentioned, one team of the 5 teams on this championship day making a far longer run than anyone else. The team from the Galveston area, John Loring and James Trimble. What does that do to your psyche when everyone else is catching fish and you haven't even gotten to your place yet?
Well, I think they're pretty confident, Tommy, because look how narrow this land cut is. It's deep in the middle, but the only area for the strike zone on the fish is probably about 10 or 12 yards off each bank. So they have a narrow area to concentrate on, and they just keep going. When they see one, look at that. They just pitch to them and catch them.
We mentioned because they're making this long run today, they're probably going to be restricted to fish in this area only. They're not going to have time to go anywhere else, right?
No, because they're going to have to concentrate on what they can get off of those banks right there and then turn around and go back to the weigh-in, Tommy.
Good job, Johnny.
John Loring and James Trimble, both their 2nd year with the Oh Boy Oberto Redfish Cup. Their best finish so far this year, 17th place in Mobile. They're having their best tournament here at the championship.
Good job, baby. Good job. All right, I'll measure.
Good start. Good one.
We're at it 25 3/4. It's easy over 6 right there. Give me some, dude. All right, baby. Aight. There we go. Add some water to this thing. We want to cull that one now. We hope that's the color, but if not, if we stick one of these other good ones, I think we'll be in good shape.
All right, back to our Oh Boy Oberto Team of the Year leaders. Blaine FRIERMOOD, Jim Franklin.
Right there, Jim, watch. It's red. Throw over and get him. There he is.
You got him. You got him, baby.
Natural.
Oh yeah. He's good. He's good. That's a big fish.
Yes, sir.
That's a big fish. See how you stopped it like I told you how to do it?
You didn't tell me anything.
I told you yesterday.
Oh, God, give me a break. Hey, he's in the
Don't
grass.
let him go under that motor.
Whoa!
See that lure pop out? That natural bait?
Another 5-pounder. That's not good enough to win.
Well, he's only 23 and a smidgen.
He's fat.
I'm worried about winning.
What's that rod?
The other one's gone. Swim out of the hole.
Jim, you're always the one to see the fish before I do. I don't know how you spot them. I guess because you're taller.
You don't have that little man syndrome, do you?
Back to Chuck and C.J. Howard as we watched them win that event last week, the final regular season event in Clearwater, Florida. We couldn't help but think that there's no other sport in the world where a father and son can really compete at the highest level. And these guys use that father and son relationship, as other teams do, to make a good pair, a good decision-making team. What do you think about that?
Well, they get along very well, Tommy, and they're real focused individuals. They're not talking a lot. They're pretty quiet guys, and they cast and whine. And golly, I tell you, it's working for them right now.
Chuck and C.J. Howard making a play to become the first ever back-to-back winners with the Oh Boy Oberto Redfish Cup. They keep putting redfish in the boat here on this final day at South Padre, Championship Day. They could be in for the biggest day of their fishing career. We'll stick around. More fishing to come. When we come back, Loring and Trimble are going to make a charge. But who is going to get the last laugh? The final period of fishing is on the way. The cup is in the balance.
That's definitely bigger.
That is bigger.
South Padre Island in Texas, and this day is what it's all about. The day they shoot for from the start of the season on the Oh Boy Oberto Redfish Cup. This is Championship Day, the final day of competition. Only 5 teams from that original 100 are left with one shot at the Oh Boy Oberto Redfish Cup, the bragging rights and everything else. $50,000 on the line. At the last regular season event, this team, Chuck and C.J. Howard, prevailed. First ever father and son team to win an event on the Oh Boy Oberto Redfish Cup. They just beat out Blaine FRIERMOOD and Jim Franklin of Texas. It was an epic battle in Clearwater, Florida. It's being replayed on this final day. Again, $50,000 on the line. Oh Boy Oberto Team of the Year status, very, very important. That's part of the mix as well. And it's come down to these two teams with very little time left to fish.
There he is. Woo-hoo-hoo. Right in the sand hole.
That's what we're looking for. That's him. Tell me about it.
Everybody ought to know who Jesus is.
Please, 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 please.
It's heavy, man. That's definitely bigger. That is bigger.
That is bigger! Little bit.
A big fish right there, and with that one, FRIERMOOD and Franklin take the lead, and we head back up to Loring and Trimble.
Tommy, what they're doing is just easing along the bank of the land cut, and they see those fish and they're pitching to them and catching them. Now, actually, I pre-fished this area, you know, during pre-fishing time. I didn't think I could win with the fish that were up there, but there were a lot of 24 and 25-inch fish, and you can see it's a unique deal. You got dry sand, and you got about a 10-yard strike zone on the edge of this channel where those fish lay, and you just go along your trolling motor, pitch to them, and they hit. They're really aggressive fish because they're real near the deep water, so they feel comfortable right there. And these guys are catching a lot of fish. Can they catch the right one?
He's decent. He's not giant. Coming at you. Good job. It's 2 solid fish we got so far now. Let's see what he measures.
Give me some.
All right. Now we need a big kicker fish. I like it a lot. All right, let's see what this baby measures. It's gonna be 25 and a little over half. So we got 2 decent fish. There we go. We saw some pretty good ones in there. And we've drifted pretty good ways back from where we just caught that one, and I know there's more right there, so we don't want to leave any of it uncovered. So.
Loring and Trimble back and forth. They tie it up with that one.
There you go.
Right there.
Well, look, it was a little more to the left.
There, he just hit it. He nailed it.
It did?
Oh, nailed it again. Oh, you're gonna get him. He knocked the fire out of it. There he is.
Oh, God! Ha!
I know it, man. He knocked me around too, man.
There's more than one of them out there. I'm coming.
Yeah. All right, I gotta go to a top water or something.
Go ahead, and I'll go to spoon or so.
Well, I'll stay on spoon. If
No,
you
no,
go to
no.
spoon.
I'm just saying, you go ahead.
I'm feeling. Oh, uh-oh. I'm sorry. Let me see it. I'm sorry. Let me see it.
Hang on, God dang.
I'm sorry. I'm glad it was a spoon, not a top water. Just let me
Let me
look.
show you where you hit me. You hit me right there. Right in the, ow. I'm probably ruined for life. Some kind of spinal.
He didn't even leave a mark. Sorry about that. That's what I get for trying to throw frogs.
Look.
Oh.
That spoon right there.
I'm trying.
It's a big fish.
I know it.
Why'd you throw so far?
Oh, I'm sorry. I promise you I won't do it. I got too wrapped up and throwing to the crosswind.
Sorry for missing the fish or hit me in the head.
For hitting you in the head?
Don't worry about hitting me in the head. Catch the fish. Next time, put it right on my lure. Come on. You know that. Threw out there a mile. You act like...
I didn't want to spook him.
He ain't spooked. He's wanting to eat something. Put something in front of him to eat.
Hard to pull yourself away from this, but we got to get back over to Martin and Chambers. This team sitting there with 4 pounds in the boat.
Sounds like a nice gnaw. I saw it. That's a beauty.
Oh, yeah! Hold him, hook. Come on, be a stud.
That's a red. Pretty good fish.
Yeah, he's about 21, maybe.
Well, I've been catching 19 inchers. It's a pretty good fish. Yes. Pretty good red,
Absolutely, that is a good fish. All righty.
Not huge, but he makes 2.
He bit, you set the hook, and that's the way it's done.
Yeah.
What a day of disappointment it has been for Weaver and SYDOW. Such a stellar tournament the first 2 days, and on this final day to come up with nothing. Fishing time is running out. All teams are aware of that. We are tied at the top, and obviously it's going to come down to the last fish.
A ½ ounce spoon hurts them pretty dead.
I'm glad it don't hit you on the flat side.
Me too. Oh, if you'd have stuck that in my spinal column or something and just killed me, I'd have fallen straight out.
There he is. That's a good one. Yes, sir. Way to go, Jim. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Everybody on know. Everybody on know. Oh, it's a big trout.
Is it?
Nope. It's a giant red. It's a giant red.
Too big?
Maybe. It's a giant red. Hey, come on, let's get him.
Where are you? Where are you?
He's perfect.
He's
He's perfect. You ready?
Yeah, he's too big.
No, he's not.
We're gonna net him anyway.
Yeah! That's a fat fish! That's a fat fish!
Look how fat that fish is! God! Jim, you know what you just did? That's huge.
Please, Lord, please let him be legal. He is a fat fish! Woo! Woo! Yeah, baby! Yeah!
Don't kiss me yet.
You know it's happening.
Don't do anything yet. Will it be this team, Franklin and FRIERMOOD, or will it be Chuck and CJ Howard? What tale will the scale tell?
I'm not telling.
We'll have the weigh-in for you when we return.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get down to business.
The Oh Boy Oberto Redfish Cup is presented by Frog Toggs, keeping the world cool and dry since 1996. And brought to you by Triton Boats, Triton LTS, the ultimate bay and coastal fishing boat. And powered by Oh Boy Oberto Beef Jerky. Taste what's real, it better be Oberto.
The most important day of the season for the Oh Boy Oberto Redfish Cup anglers, and the fishing has come to an end. 5 teams left here in South Padre have given it their best, and now they're ready to weigh them in.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get down to business. Let's hear it for Blaine FRIERMOOD and Jim Franklin, 2 Texas boys. They both got their boots on today, baby. How you doing? I'm doing great, man. You are fired up as usual, which is what I like to see. You both got the matching set of boots on from Justin. That's all good to go. There's a good one. Show me a giant. That is what you came to see. 12.83 pounds. You guys go ahead and take the hot seat right there, my friends, on top of the leaderboard with 12.83 pounds. FRIERMOOD and Franklin. Let's get Chuck and CJ Howard up here. Come on, Chuck. You guys had an interesting afternoon.
Interesting afternoon. Last tournament, we had an interesting afternoon there. We could fix the boat there, and we couldn't fix it here. So we had a tough time. I do want to say for all the anglers that we competed with in the top 5, I have to take my hats off to them for allowing us to weigh these fish in, and I appreciate it.
Well, let's see how it ends up. Bam! 2 fish inside the slot, ladies and gentlemen. We'll get them on the scales and see where they put you. 1283 is what leads right now. 909 on the scales. 9.09 pounds here on these 2 fish. Hey, thank you guys, and congratulations on a great season. Chuck and CJ Howard out of Bradenton, Florida, sit in 2nd place with 9.09 pounds. And here comes Captain Dennis Martin and Captain Ken Chambers out of Naples, Florida. They know that they need 1284 to lead this thing. Well, if they didn't know then, they know now. 1284 to lead FRIERMOOD and Franklin. Hey, you guys got 2 decent fish here, but not going to be the big bite you needed. 8.68 pounds on those 2 fish. Put you in the number 3 spot behind Chuck and CJ Howard.
Man, there's no way it's going to hold up. Let's get it over with. Come on.
John Weaver and Michael SYDOW, both out of Texas. Let's get them on the scales. I can't take it anymore. Oh man. Oh dude, don't be peeking.
Y'all ready?
Oh, here we go. Check this out. 2 big nothings. There is one more team waiting in the wings. Well, come on up, boys. These guys put on a giant bag yesterday. In fact, over 15 pounds they brought to the scales yesterday. Let's get them on the scales and see how you fare. You need 1284. There's one. Uh-oh. We see one fish. We saw one measure over 25. Bam! There's number 2, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be close. Loring and Trimble out of San Antonio and Galveston, Texas, trying to knock FRIERMOOD and Franklin off the top spot. 1284 will make you gentlemen $50,000 richer today. 12.84 pounds will win this tournament. 11.62. FRIERMOOD and Franklin. Holy smokes, ladies and gentlemen. How about a hand for Blaine FRIERMOOD and Jim Franklin, your South Padre champions and team of the year.
Some kind of performance, some kind of year. I think it's really now sinking in on Blaine FRIERMOOD and Jim Franklin. They have gotten the job done. We've had 3 years of the Oh Boy Oberto Redfish Cup. There's the cup right there. In 2 of those years, we've had the same team to win the championship and win Team of the Year. Do you like that?
I like it. Yeah, that's a good deal. You know, everybody remembers the Jets. They won the 3rd Super Bowl, and these guys won the 3rd Redfish Cup.
Boy, the hats are off to these guys. Let's take a look at the final standings in the Oh Boy Oberto Team of the Year race. There, FRIERMOOD and Franklin on top there, and you know that's something they are very, very proud of. Just nipping Charlie and Jack Barton, a great race all year long. You guys have had a heck of a year. I mean, it's been hurricanes. You've been running from schedules, changing schedules. Things have been topsy-turvy, but the guys have stuck with it. A great group of anglers.
Absolutely, and there's only 39 points between those 2 teams, so that's one bad fish.
One bad fish. Boy, things can change in a day. Things can change with one fish. That's what makes it exciting out there in the Oh Boy Oberto Redfish Cup. That's going to wrap it up for 2005. 2006, though, looks even better. Some surprises, including a trip to the Crescent City, kind of get things started fishing tournament-wise down there in that special place.
Yeah, we're going to start off in Clearwater in April, and that's like a torture chamber for us redfish guys, so we'll be there.
It's going to be a great season, bigger and better than ever. Thank you so much for following the tour all year long, and we appreciate it. We'll see you next time.
This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. Become a better angler. Log on to ESPNOutdoors.com.